Hello Year 1 and welcome to Tuesday's science lesson where we are going to be continuing our topic of plants. So I will just share my screen so we can see what we're doing today. So today we are looking at how do brilliant scientists identify the life cycle of a plant. So we're going to look at how a plant grows. So our warm-up is going to be a quick recap of what we did yesterday, and then we're going to look at seeds. And then we're going to do a bit of acting and writing. And we'll finish off by taking a picture of our work. So, what do you need today? Well, you'll need a pencil, you'll need a notebook or paper, and you will need your science brains. So, quick recap. Yesterday, we identified the different parts of a plant. So let's see if we can remember some of these names. So I wonder what this part is. Oh, at the top, let's start. So this is our petal. Okay, see if you can remember what the petal is for. We had our stem there, our long part of the plant there. We have our leaf or our leaves. So our leaves make food for the plant. And we had our roots. So well done if you remembered all the parts correctly. So can you remember what each part does? So we've just talked about a few, but let's see if you can remember the others. So petals attract insects to the plant, and plants need insects to bring pollen they have collected so they can make seeds. And we're going to be looking at seeds today. The stem transports water around the plant. It also holds the plant upright so it can get more sunlight. Leaves make food for the plant from carbon dioxide in the air and sunlight. What did our roots do? Can you remember? Roots absorb minerals and water from the soil. The roots also help the plant stay upright. Okay, so well done if you remembered that. So this is what we're going to be looking at today. We are going to be looking at seeds. So plants grow from seeds or bulbs. And there are lots of different types of seeds or bulbs. Each type will grow into a different plant. So we're going to watch a video now of how this happens, how a seed grows into a plant. And this is called germination. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I will share our video, how a seed becomes a plant.
The plant. The world is full of different plants, like flowers, trees, and vegetables. But most plants grow from a seed or a bulb. There are a series of steps that need to happen for seeds and bulbs to grow into plants. Let's have a look at these steps. A seed gets planted either by humans or animals, or gets blown by the wind. Seeds need water in order to start growing. This is called germination. Germ-in-ation. When a seed germinates, it will start growing roots and shoots. Its roots will grow deeper in the ground to find more water, while shoots will grow upwards to find light. The shoots will then grow a stem and leaves above the ground. Some plants will grow flowers that will turn into fruits and make their own seeds. The seeds will get spread by animals, humans, or the wind, and the process will start all over again. We call this the life cycle of a plant.
Okay, so let's go back to our presentation. I'm just going to stop screen sharing now. So, why don't our seeds that we eat in our fruit and nut bags grow into plants when they're in the bag. Okay, so we know that you can grow a plant from a seed, but why is it that we're not opening up these bags and there's lots of plants growing out of them? Let's have a look at this next video to find out. So come up this one, we'll go to our next one. How does a seed become a plant?
Oh, hey guys, Squeaks and I are checking out our plants and they look great. It's almost hard to believe that these beautiful flowers and plants came from the teeny tiny seeds we put in the pots just a few weeks ago. You might be familiar with the little packets of seeds that you use to grow flowers or vegetables in your garden, or maybe the sunflower seeds that you find in your snack mix. But did you know that popcorn kernels, beans, peas, acorns, and rice are also seeds? Well, one of our friends, 5-year-old Dimitri, wrote in to ask us, how does a seed grow into a plant? Thanks for asking, Dimitri. First of all, seeds come in lots of different shapes and sizes, but they're all made of 3 parts. An outer shell called the seed coat, a tiny baby plant that's inside the seed called the embryo, and some plant food for the embryo called endosperm. The seed coat has an important job. It covers the entire seed, protecting the little baby plant inside and keeping it from drying out. The seed coat also has super sensing powers. It has special chemicals in it that can tell when the seed is in the right place to start growing. For example, the sunflower seeds and the pumpkin seeds in your trail mix sense that it's not safe to grow. After all, seeds can't grow when they're surrounded by raisins and chocolate chips. So while the seeds are in a bag or in your hands, it's like they're asleep. The seeds are still alive, but they're dormant or inactive. Some seeds can stay like this for hundreds or even thousands of years. Great question, Squeaks. To get started, every seed needs water, the right temperature, and the right amount of light. Once the seed has these 3 things, like when it's planted in some nice wet soil, the embryo, or baby plant, gets the signal to start growing. For plants, this growing process is called germination. First, the seed coat lets some water through to the embryo, but the embryo needs more than just water if it's going to grow. Good thing, there's a whole bunch of plant food right there inside the seed. Until the plant can make its own food from sunlight, which it will need leaves to do, it relies on the endosperm for energy. It's like the little baby plant has its own backpack of snacks. So the embryo keeps growing and taking in more water until the seed coat cracks open and the embryo kicks out a kind of a foot. But not at all like my foot. The first part of the plant to come out of the seed is the root. The root always grows downward, no matter what way the seed is planted. A seed can actually tell which way is up and which way is down. So the root pushes down deeper and deeper into the soil, looking for more water and minerals to feed the baby plant. Once the plant is all grown up, those deep roots will have another job. They'll help keep the plant from falling over or blowing away in the wind. But soon after the first baby root finds its way into the dirt, another part of the seed pops out, this time in the opposite direction. A shoot, which has the stem of the plant and a few leaves, pushes its way up towards the sunlight. Once the shoot breaks through the soil to the open air above, we say that it's sprouted. Now the plant doesn't need the endosperm anymore because it can make its own food from sunlight. With enough water and sunlight and the right temperature, the young plant will continue to grow, getting bigger and growing more leaves until it's an adult plant and it can produce seeds of its own. Next time you're about to chow down on a handful of sunflower seeds, just think, it's like you've got a whole field of flowers right in your hand. Thanks to our friend Dimitri for asking this great question. And if any of you have a question for any of us here at the fort, let us know by leaving a comment or emailing us at kids@thescishow.com. See you next time, guys.
Okay, so let's go back to our presentation. So let's have a recap about what we just learned. So once a seed has been planted and has enough water and sunlight, it grows roots. Now remember, roots soak up water and nutrients from the soil to help the plant grow. And they also help the plant stay upright. So plants need water, soil, and sunlight. That's where they get their food and that's how they grow. So what happens next? Well, after it's grown roots, it grows a nice tall stem, and the stem is used to carry water and nutrients up the plant. It also helps the plant stay upright. So we're going to do a bit of acting now, and we're going to come up with some actions for these things. So we're going to act out how a seed grows a stem and turns into a lovely plant. So first we have a seed or a bulb. So I'm going to scrunch myself up into a ball like a seed, or you might want to hold your hand up like this. So we have a seed or a bulb. Then our seed grows dangly roots, which soak up all the nutrients from the soil. So these are my roots. I'm soaking up all the nutrients. Once I've done that, I'm going to grow a long stem that stays upright. And then after that, I'll grow leaves and petals, and I'll turn into a plant. So let's try that again. First, we have a seed or a bulb. Then our seed grows dangly roots, which soak up all the nutrients from the soil. Then our seed grows a long stem so it stays upright. So tomorrow we will look at what happens next. But for now, I'm going to add some leaves, and my plant has grown. So your task today, I would like you to draw the life cycle of a plant from a bean. So remember, a bean is like a seed, okay? So I would like you to draw the seed, and then draw the lovely dangly roots, draw that long stem, and then the final plant with its leaves and its petals. Okay, it's just like on the screen here in your books. So if you're doing the green task, draw the life cycle of a plant from a bean or a seed. You need to draw the roots, the stem, and then the whole plant, and make sure it's in the right order. If you're doing the yellow task, you need to do the same. So you need to draw the seed or the bean, then the roots, then the stem poking out of it, remember that video, and then the whole plant. You need to correctly label the parts of the plant too. So you need to write stem, leaves, petal, seed, roots, and make sure it's in the right order. For the red task, correctly draw the life cycle of a plant from a bean or a seed. You need to draw the seed or bean, the roots, the stem, and then the whole plant. Label the parts of the plant, and then say what it needs to grow. So water, sunlight, soil. You can always look back at the video to help you. But most importantly, make sure it's in the right order. And to help you, you can practice your actions again. So it starts as a seed, then it grows roots, then it grows a long stem, and then it grows leaves and petals. And then you have our lovely plant. Okay, so on the screen here, if you draw something like this in your book, so just the title, bean life cycle, or you might want to put a life cycle of a plant, and then draw 4 pictures to show the order that it needs to go in. And once you've done that, take a picture for your class teacher and send it as usual on Tapestry or email, or you can even pop it on Facebook. And tomorrow we are going to be looking at leaves. So we're going to look at the leaves that fall from trees. So have a good rest of the lesson, year 1, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.